Children, gather round. No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law.
The idea of the first movie is here's a guy, Leonidas, who's, from an existential point of view, prepares for death. Greatest moment is when you die.
And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die.
In this movie, we're not taking the same character and duplicating it again, but there is a leader that has a completely different set of rules. Themistocles is a different guy, he's a different character, and rightly so, than Leonidas.
Themistocles is the man that rallied all of Greece together, but also an Athenian general in the navy.
There is only one thing to make sure of when the fighting starts.
What's that?
Don't get killed on the first day.
It makes him a very unique character. He's really a 20th century man in a world that isn't really ready for his views.
He represents the best of what Greek general soldier who fights for freedom.
Themistocles is operating at one of the most exciting moments in the history of humanity because this crazy word idea has been given birth to. Democracy, demos kratia, the power or the grip of the people.
Silence for the hero of Marathon! This is a democracy, not a street fight.
He was one of the forefathers of that movement, and also a brilliant politician who had to join all of the Greek nations together to have a united and unified front.
There's no greater challenge for a figure in history than to have thoughts before people are ready for them. And he had a view on democracy before the world was a democracy.
Themistocles is not a king. He has to get support from everybody else in order to make it work.
Leonidas said this is the way it is, and that's the way things were. Themistocles has to build a consensus. He has to get people behind him.
And we know that Themistocles wasn't an aristocrat. He was a man of the people. He actually goes and lives down in this area in Athens called the Kerameikos, which is where all the prostitutes and pottery makers were. He's kind of almost proving that he's a man of the streets.
Right here, right now, we must choose. Do we stand and fight for Greece or not?
He's a very clever politician. He manages to manipulate people and get them to do what he wants. And also, he's a visionary.
Send us the ships that we need to defend Greece.
We always associate the Athenians with their great ships, with their triremes, but this was Themistocles' idea. There'd been an oracle that said that Athens should put its trust within wooden walls. And Themistocles says, those wooden walls aren't fortresses. We shouldn't be building a new kind of palisade around the Acropolis. We need to build a fleet. We need to prove that we are masters of the sea. And that completely changes Athenian history.
Themistocles was not only a strategic mind, a brilliant strategic mind, but a master of words as well.
This is where Themistocles rallies his troops. Free citizens of Greece, tomorrow we stand together for each other. And tries to rev them up for the battle that we're about to go into. Today is a privilege to call our own. A story that will be told for 1,000 years.
As you would imagine with a role like Themistocles, you don't want to miss picking the right person. And Sullivan's got what it takes to be that guy. He's charismatic, he's likable, he's the guy you want to follow into battle.
He just embodied all of these things. And he's handsome too.
Let our final stand be recorded to the histories.
What Sully's brought to the role is that confidence you have to have in those scenarios where you're trying to convince people to shed blood or give everything for your cause.
Let it show that we chose to die on our feet rather than live on our knees.